Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carryandcut YouTube channel. And if you're new here, I really do appreciate you stopping by and watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also leave a comment down below. It really does help out the channel. And speaking of helping out the channel, if you guys would like to support me in any sort of way, we finally did unlock channel memberships. So I'm really excited about that. We got a couple cool tiers in there. It gives you some pretty good, bonus content, early access to videos. And that is one way to support me to get new knives and new equipment to hopefully make the quality and the content better for you guys. And we are planning on doing some members only giveaways here coming up really soon once we get a couple more members in there. So that's going to be really exciting. And we also do have a big 2,000 subscriber giveaway coming up pretty soon. So I think we are getting pretty close to that 1,700 mark there, or maybe it's 1,800. One of the two. 1,700 is what I think it is. But we're getting really close to that, so I'm really excited about that, and hopefully before too long we're going to be doing that giveaway. So really excited about that, but why don't we go ahead and get right on into this. We got the tools out again. So that means we're going to be doing a disassembly. If you guys missed the full review of this knife, this was the Spyderco Ambitious, so make sure you go check that out. So this should be a fairly simple knife to take apart. We are looking at a liner lock here, of course, steel liner lock, so it's going to be should be pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and get on into this thing. We're only going to need two drivers here. We got a T6 and a T8. Why don't we go ahead and start with this pocket clip. Like always, all my tools are going to be, they're fairly affordable and highly recommended. They are going to be linked down in the description below. If you would like to check them out, it's completely up to you. It does help my channel when you check out those links though. All right. Always be cautious of where you're taking your screws out and what orientation. Sometimes we might have longer screws and they vary. So it's just a good idea to orientate them the way that you took them out. Hope everybody out there is having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, sometime in February here we're filming this, so nice rainy day, a good day to make some YouTube videos. Okay, we got that one out of there. This knife was actually sent to us by good buddy Jimmie Crowe. So Jimmie Crowe, really do appreciate you, buddy. Make sure you guys go check out his Instagram. He does a lot of cool stuff over there. He's really into knife modifications. So really cool guy, and he's helped me out a whole lot in the past. So we do have a captive pivot, which is really nice to see. Love that. All right, we're going to stick that one there, and let's go ahead and keep on working here. We do have a somewhat of an internal stop pin. I really do like the flathead screws on this thing though. Really makes it just nice in the pocket, nice appearance. Nothing sticking out. I'm a big fan of the non-rounded screws as I try to stick the T8 into the T6 screw there. All right, so here is one whole scale coming off here. I don't know if these lanyards, almost like these lanyards are going to be somewhat press fit on. That's a pretty good trick right there if you guys have never seen that. To get your ferrule there, whatever you want to call that, off of your actual scale, it's nice to just slide a screwdriver in there, and then the friction just poof, pops it right up out of there. So really cool, easy way to take these apart if you guys are not in the know on that one. All right, so here is our, man, that scale is the same way. It's like flared at the end. That's kind of strange. Never really had much trouble with that part. Well, anyway, there is our other side of the pivot. There's our stop pin before we lose that dude. And these are going to be, those are not D-shaped or captive. There is a tool that you can get to actually take those things out of there, but I'm not might not get too excited and worried about that. We might, of course, this is not my knife, so I don't want to go prying and wrenching on this thing too much if I don't have to. And it's really not that big of a deal. We should be able to get this thing cleaned up, put back together in fairly good shape without even having to take that all the way out of there. So you can really see the internal weight relieving they have going on here on this knife, and it is quite substantial. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that dude just like so, and just clean up as much as we can. All right, we are running on phosphor bronze washers. Gonna take those out of there, get him nice and cleaned up. You can see how short and stout this S35VN blade is. It's going to be super sharp, of course. The 118 thousandths on the blade stock thickness is really nice to see. Just gives you a nice little bit of stout, extra a little bit. So it never hurts. All right, scrub those bearings up a little, not bearings, but our washers up a little bit. All right, well, we are pretty much ready to go back together now. So kind of stinks, but I don't want to do any premature damage to this thing without trying to take that liner out of there. Of course, it's not going to be anything that's super detrimental on anything, but all right. Let's go ahead and start reassembling then. So we are going to stick our pivot up through there just like so. And we are going to be putting down one of our washers like so. Get our KPL out. The knife pivot lube, that is my favorite lubricant of choice for my pocket knives. A couple dabs goes a long way. Let's go ahead and throw that one in there. Our stop pin can go in now. This is not captive, it just sits in there, but not a big deal. All right, let's go ahead and put a little more KPL on this side. All right, and we should be able to slide our liner back on over here. Maybe. The pivot does have that orientation in it, so you have to make sure you get it clocked or timed just right, I guess you could say. Which it looks like it's going to be facing the 6th clock position. Kind of hard to see that as you're going here. Oh, screwed that one up. Without being able to take that other liner off easily, kind of gives you a little bit of a fit there. So we're going to be in the 6 o'clock position. So just like so. Perfect. Okay. So that one back on there. Still got a good amount of lube on there. Didn't really hurt anything by taking that off. Oh. Always be careful. Of course, your sharp edges can bite you really easily. And once you get this started, it's kind of hard to do any sort of turning on this. All right. Almost got it. Let's say almost. We're just about there. I think I turned it too much now. Yes, no, maybe so. Sometimes these things can be a whole entire pain in the butt to work on here. Let's see if she wants to start on this side. That ain't gonna work. Has to go this way. Man, the other disassembly I did the other day, it really kicked my butt too. It's a Benchmade bailout, and that thing gave me all sorts of fits. It's like amateur hour. All right, let's see if we can slide this back over there again. All right, went in perfect that time. So in theory, it should just go right on. Okay. right, I think I like it there for the most part. Let's see here. Let me get a little better eye on this thing. All right, then let's go ahead and throw our other scale back on and see if we can pull that pivot up in there. There we go. I think our lock bar was what was holding us up for the most part. Everybody's had a little too much tension going on there on the lock bar. All right. Of course, that ferrule on that actual liner itself, there we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. Okay, now we can go ahead and finish putting our standoff screws back in. That was a little more difficult than it had to be. Really shouldn't have been difficult whatsoever, and it really wasn't. Just once you get everything lined up just right, keep of course, patience is going to be everything. Don't force it if you don't think it's going to happen. If that's one piece of advice I can give you. Definitely don't force anything. All right, blade centering right on the money. Action. Still really good. Nice snappy flicky action. Of course, this knife was not false shut from the beginning. It's still really good. All right, we're going to set this thing up for right hand tip up like so. That is how Jimmie Crowe likes his knife. So we'll go ahead and put that back in the same way, if not better, that he sent it to us. That is the whole goal of this. And Jimmie Crowe takes exceptional care of all of his knives, keeps them all clean, and does a really good job of them. All right. I'm going to nail this one down. And that is how you disassemble and maintain your Spyderco Ambitious. Of course, this is going to be the one in S35VN, but really good. So, really do appreciate it. Oh man, I set that thing up for left-hand carry. What am I doing? For a second here, I thought I was right, but I'm definitely not. Oops. Flip that thing. Now we're looking at the right side. Oops. Sorry about that, everybody. Only human. This is definitely not professional. Just do this as a little bit of a hobby. So, okay, there we go. Now we are set up. That feels much more better. All right, and that is how you disassemble and maintain your Spyderco Ambitious. Really do appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe if you would, and like I said, we're going to be going to do that knife giveaway here very shortly once we hit our big milestone. So I really do appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks, and I really do appreciate it, Jimmy. Thanks again, man. Bye.